Today, there are 88 million people in this country investing in a 401k or similar retirement plan. For most of these people, 90% of these people, including some of us in this room here today, or our friends or family members, a healthy 401k will literally mean the difference between retiring and smashing your alarm clock someday or having to hear that awful sound forever. Up until now, the investment industry has not been able to get easy to understand 401k help to the masses. And therein lies the problem and the opportunity. This is Randy Ofterhide, our Chief Technology Officer, and I am Chris Costello. We are two of the three co-founders of Bloom. I'm a certified financial planner and have been managing investment portfolios for clients for almost 20 years. But to begin with today, I'd like to share a personal story with all of you. About a year ago, I asked my sister Annie for her 401k login credentials so that we could test out Bloom on her 401k. After logging in, I was shocked to see that 100% of her account was sitting in the money market fund, earning basically zero. Worse, it had been in that money market fund for the last 4 years. Now, this was not because she was scared of the market. It was because she was too confused by the complex choices in her 401k plan. And we're talking about a smart woman, as much as it pains me to say that. A very smart woman, valedictorian of her class, in fact. A financial advisor's sister to boot. Why are so many people like my sister getting this stuff wrong? We know why. People are confused, they're intimidated, and they are overwhelmed. We are proud to announce that Bloom has figured out a way to provide simple, scalable advice to fix millions of 401ks and keep them fixed. So let's jump right in now and show you our simple, patent-pending user interface. Randy starts out by entering some very basic information. Things like his name, male, female, date of birth, and most importantly, when he would like to retire. From here, Randy can select the appropriate icon for where his 401k is held, or he can easily search for it in the box below. And since we are 401k custodian agnostic, it does not matter where you work or where your 401k is held. Once Randy has selected the custodian that holds his 401k, in this case Fidelity, all he needs to do is enter his login credentials that he would normally use to access his 401k online. Bloom now goes to work to extract the investment data from Randy's account. Now Bloom takes the data from Randy's account and displays his current allocation. As you can see, Bloom is not complicated pie charts or line graphs that would require a PhD in finance to interpret. It uses a simple, everyday analogy of a flower to communicate the health of the 401k. In Randy's case, he has both the wrong proportion of stocks and bonds and not enough diversification. Now here's where the magic happens. Bloom runs through a proprietary algorithm to show a comparison for what the ideal allocation should be. Instead of having a majority of his 401k in bonds, since he told us he was 20 years away from retirement, we think he should have a majority of his 401k in stocks. Now at this next point, we give Randy some latitude to adjust his allocation a bit. He can take it more aggressive or more conservative. Once he confirms his allocation, Bloom goes to work to select the appropriate investments within his 401k plan. And I want to make this point very clear. Bloom places the trades for the client. There are a number of other companies in this space offering advice on 401ks. Bloom is unique in that we actually invest the account for our clients. In other words, Bloom is kind of like a dietitian that doesn't just give you advice on how to eat right. Bloom actually drives to the store, does your grocery shopping, and then comes back to your house and cooks all the meals for you. Finally, Randy enters his credit or debit card information. reviews and e-signs the legal documentation, and that is it. If he chooses, he doesn't even have to look at his 401k for the next 20 years. Bloom will monitor the account, rebalance it every 90 days for him, and adjust the stock to bond allocation as he draws nearer to retirement. All for $10 a month. And if the account balance is less than $5,000, the cost is only $1 per month. Bloom is the solution that millions of people have been waiting for. And to that end, we are excited to announce that we have already partnered with Connected Benefits, an online benefits exchange that will put Bloom in front of 100,000 exchange member consumers. Now I want to talk about the challenge for Bloom. We think at the end of the day, Bloom will attract a significant number of clients. And significant is good enough from a business valuation standpoint, but not good enough from a social change standpoint. Companies like Bloom are standing on the front lines with a real opportunity to help close the wealth gap in this country. 30 years from now, the retirement fate of an entire generation, including some of us in this room today, will largely rest on companies like Bloom providing simple advice on a complicated topic, priced fairly and available to everyone, regardless of account size. If you are sitting in this room today, it is because you have a genuine interest in fresh ideas that can make a dent or move the needle. I challenge you, members of the media, investors, financial executives, come by the Bloom booth today and let's talk about how we can really make a difference together. We'll be easy to find. Just look for the great looking guys in the green t-shirts. Thank you.